coming in right now. Looks like, man. Go in the
We know him
Let's
as Coach
go, Coach.
Marion. I know him as Debo. Dog, when
you
you
had
were
me down yesterday.
dog, the way you stabbed me down, dog.
I was trying to say what's up to you,
yeah,
and you had your head down, and
because I'm looking at the camera.
you filming. So I'm like, oh man,
I
he
said,
got
he Debo me, man. That man rolled by me, Chico, and said, thanks for the bike.
My grandma bought me that chain.
The question is, did you tuck in your chain as he came by, though?
No, Chico. I'm from West Jackson. You put your chain in your sock. No, they gonna fix the shirt to Chico. You got.
Yeah.
Coach, I know these are not quote unquote your guys, but you have experienced this, before. What's going through their minds? What do they need to be focusing on for this process?
Yeah, I always tell guys every year when you go through this process, I mean, the biggest thing for you is to make sure that any questions, right? This is the NFL is the process of elimination. So any questions they have about you that you need to answer them here from the standpoint of your character, your speed, your athletic ability, your ability to, anything they haven't seen on film that they want to see, you got to be able to show them and alleviate those questions and question marks they might have about you. And so right now, for these guys, I always say the ones that are in shape, this is an easy process. The ones that haven't trained as hard, they might be stressed right now. But the guys who've worked really hard, they're excited to put on a show in front of these guys and these scouts.
Chico?
And I was just gonna say, amazing opportunity for all of them out there. And they talk about how I bring everything back to me. Let's bring it back to Coach Marion. What do you remember about your pro day and going through this situation right here? And how can some of these guys stand out also?
Yeah, for me, it was stress because I was hurt. So I couldn't perform at the pro day. So for me, I was doing interviews, flying to see teams. They were checking my knee. I did the medical recheck at the combine. So I was invited to the combine. I went to the combine, couldn't perform. Then we went back for medical rechecks to let them know that, what my progression was. And then I was meeting with teams and just letting them know that, what part of their knee rehab process I was going through after tearing my ACL. So for me, it was stress to not be able to perform at the, obviously when you get to the combine, right, then you have the choice to do the pro day. So for me, I would have just did the NFL combine and I wouldn't have did the pro day unless I didn't do well at the combine. But so that was kind of my process, for me going through it.
Yeah. Coach, let me bring it to the here and now. We're past the midpoint of spring ball here in Colorado. I think 5 left as far as practice days. What have you seen and what more do you need to see for these next 5 practices?
Yeah, for us, I mean, the thing that we wanted to do is create a violent, physical mindset of knowing that we got to develop that hard edge against each other, right? We're not going to – I always tell the players, like, once they start shooting on the field, you're not just going to immediately become a tough guy. Like, that's not that's not how it works. So we've been tough every day and tough all the time, offensively and defensively. We're iron sharpening iron. We're getting after each other. So now that's our team mentality, now it's about just learning all the details, techniques, fundamentals on how to finish plays, play with our eyes, learn the nuances of the plays. I think that's what we're doing on both sides of the ball right now. It's now we're not doing exactly what's on the paper. We're making the plays come alive. And so I think that's big for our guys right now. So they have the information now. They have the playbook. They know what we expect. And now they're going to have this chance when spring ball breaks from spring to summer. We'll get some more work in with the guys, but, they'll get a chance to do player-led practices, see everything that we want now, and be able to continue to get better at it.
And that brilliantly brings me to my next question about you. I've seen guys do it their way, right? And there's no right or wrong to do it if each coach has his own approach. When I'm transitioning from the media part, you sit like you're a defensive lineman, a nose tackle, nose guard, in front of your 3 QBs, and you work them out in the hallway. Like, how did you develop, that approach versus sitting in the classroom setting and on the screen, you sit right in front of them?
Yeah, well, there's 4 phases of learning, and we make sure that we hit each one every morning with the quarterback. So when the quarterbacks come in at, 5:30, they do a walkthrough on the field. They do their own walkthrough on the field, and then they'll come to the meeting room and they'll watch the film, right? And they'll write down the plays themselves. And then we call out the play and we make them do another walkthrough where they're getting the auditory part of it, and they have to make all the calls and say out everything to the guys. So really they get, coach asked who the hardest workers are. I said the quarterbacks the other day, and all three quarterbacks
you stood up
up
for them.
because I mean, who else is getting here at 5:30 in the morning, 5 a.m. and then staying until 6 p.m. every day, making sure that they have the processing right to make sure everybody's on the same page to run the play, because these guys are all learning a new offense, right? So everything is brand new to them. And then, they're young guys as well. So now they have to learn defenses. They have to learn scheme of the defense, right? There's a lot that they have to grasp to play quarterback at a high level.
Coach, we appreciate you stopping by. They're about to start the 40s. I know you want to get out there, but one quick thing from you, again, with spring ball, you got your 3 QBs. Is there anything in particular from each one of them, or is the group that you need to see these next 5 practices for somebody to separate?
Yeah, I've just been telling them the finish, right? They've been playing at a high level throughout periods of practice. One guy will get really hot, another guy will get really hot, and then the finish of making sure we give our guys a chance to go win games and finish games. So practice to me is the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. The fourth quarter of practice, that endurance to finish and make the right read and make the right play. When we're a little bit tired, when we're a little bit fatigued, can we still, go make those plays and go make those winning drives? And so that's where those guys are at right now. I think they're competing at a high level. I think they're you see a lot of elite things from each of them each day. That's why they're in the room, because they're high talent, high, high skill set guys. It's just, the finish of, leading us all the way to victory, all the way through, not easing up. Every play has its own story, just being 1-0 each play.
Got you. Chico, you got one for Coach?
I was just going to say, Coach, you posted you can't fake passion. Can you talk about that? What does that mean to your offense and everything else? You can't fake passion, that post.
Yeah, it's just about the love of the game, right? I tell people all the time, I had the same energy when I was a JV coach that I do now as a Power 5 coach. As a receiver coach, as a head coach, as a JV guy, when little league, you got to have the same passion and energy every day. I always say, I heard Mike Tomlin say, just be a dumbass kid running around, just be happy, like a little kid just loving football, right?
Chico is good at that.
Yeah, that's that's, if you love football, that's what it is. Oh, we get to play football. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, yeah. It's football time. Boom.
Yeah.
That's what we got to have every day. If you love what you're doing, you'll have a chance of being really good at it.
Yes, indeed, man. Great job out there, Coach, from what we've been seeing, man. Excited
no
to watch you.
Appreciate you. All right, but
hey, Chico, thanks for the bite. Coach Marion took your bite.
You know what? Hey, y'all stay tuned, because guess what? I meant to tell Coach Marion, not sure if you know, Mama probably already told him, but Mama Marion is going to be a guest on Prime Parents. We just got to set up the schedule, guys.
Yeah. She, man, every time we post something about her baby, she all on it.
Yes, indeed. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, coming out other good stuff. Shocks in the Sky, Black Fist High. We're going to get up out of here. Yeah, that's damn right. Let's go.